Hello and welcome to episode 7. Making it so far into the save already. It is the 1st of September 1981. And for those who have not watched the previous episodes, we are undertaking the Grind for Greatness Challenge. This means not only are we doing a normal local to global, there are no globals, there are no major companies. In a year and 8 months, we have become the 11th ranked company in the world because the smallest company size right now is CMLL, or biggest company size, sorry, is CMLL on Tiny. 23 in center of, I butchered that, a little bit across the US. The biggest American company is the WWF. They have got 20 in the tri-state, 8 in New England, 8 in Mid-Atlantic, 8 in the Great United States. In comparison, where are we? 6th in the United States, and we have 16 in the Southwest, 6 in our second biggest, 4 in our next. Our goal today is 1. We're going to reach tiny size. If we don't go up by 1 popularity point across 4 shows, we don't deserve to reach tiny size ever, and this series should die. Because that's embarrassing. Our other goal is make sure we are not fired, because in 111 days, we need to be in the green. 2032 in the green right now. We have been going up. Only 400 last month, which is a concerning downward trend. But feeling good. I think we should be fine to keep going. Shouldn't be fired. I don't think. Either way, our CEO thinks our performance is excellent so far, so I'm not too worried. We have a few storylines going on right now, namely Bret Hart versus Jake the Snake Roberts and Terry Funk, the 2-time world champion, 150 days into his run, has got a match with the Battle League winner Santanico to win the world title. I've been trying to find a picture of Santanico in his mask I can put on the thumbnail. If anyone knows where I could find one, would be appreciated, because right now I'm stuck with Chucky and Bret Hart on the front page again. And yep, Venice, I'll take it. He's popular. I'm not clickbaiting you guys yet. One day I'm sure I'll chuck Triple H on here when I sign like 19-year-old version of him. But yes, we have signed Bret the Hitman Hart. Wait, my search is messed up. We have signed Bret the Hitman Hart, who, well, not winning the Battle Leagues, losing the finals, is in a top-tier feud. And I'm very much hoping to push him into that main event scene. Well, here he is, but push him into that world title scene very, very fast. 15 in Puerto Rico, 11 in the Northwest. For us in the Southwest, he's already at 9, which I don't think makes him one of our most popular, but comparatively makes him pretty solid. Sorry, we're Southwest. Yeah, we're Southwest. Yeah, makes him pretty solid across the board. Not our biggest draw, but for all the guys who've been here who have not been here forever, he's at the top of the list right now. And maybe our win over Jake St. Roberts can push him up a tad bit further. Either way, we have Fall of Champions in 4 days' time, so I will see you there. It is Fall of Champions, 5th of September. We have the world title on the line and a marquee match in Jake Roberts and Bret Hart. Without giving too much away, I think a lot of things on this card should be going directly towards Crowning Glory, our mass season finale event, because I think I quite like a lot the way this card's going. We'll see how it goes. If this puts on a great performance, I think we can be very happy and try to kind of run with this a little bit. Okay, on to our first match. Cool. So, yeah, Bret Hart was maybe a heel, and he needs to be a face. So, he is turning face, even if the crowd don't like it. Shame. Jake got a 43, Bret got 53. Jake defeats Bret the DDT is being turned on by Bret Hart. That seems like a bug because I had Bret Hart turning. That's fine. Yeah, Bret Hart turns face on this. Whatever. Jake Roberts wins the match. But not, it's meant to be through shenanigans, so we can say he took off the ring post and shoved Bret Hart into the exposed turnbuckle. That's what it's called. Angle changes, turn face, turn went badly, Bret Hart's going to be annoyed at me. Damn, that's fine. I will find a way to make Bret Hart happy. I need Bret Hart happy. He's amazing. Also, 50-second rating, I glossed over. That is great to see. Anything else on this that I really should know? Penalties from low morale, locker room low morale. I'm going to have to try and find a way to fix that. And it might just be not renewing a bunch of guys' contracts with negative backstage morale. Either way, Tommy Rogers just squashes Joshua because that's what Joshua's job is on the roster right now. And Tommy Rogers is hopefully a good face for the future. So good win over Joshua, who's got somewhat popularity in the region. Just moving Tommy on, maybe even to get into the shootout later this episode. Now we have the Watchmen, our first real tag team. And their timing doesn't... Oh my god, they've got bad chemistry as a tag team. My first real tag team has bad chemistry as a tag team. Oh lord, this match completely collapsed. Jack Armstrong and Ivan Putski have got good chemistry though. I love to see that. Also, they should not be in a brawl. Lesson learnt, these guys can't brawl. That genuinely messes up a lot of plans I had in place. Okay, I've got a plan to fix it. I think. Oh, no. Okay. Well, this is going to be annoying. That's fine. I'll work it out. The Firefly was off his game, got a 23. Dear God. But I beat Tully Blanchard for lights out kick for the millionth time because normally we put on a good match together. And Tully's been annoying me backstage a lot, so I'm making him lose. Which will probably make him more annoying backstage. But he's one of the guys who I think has got a really bright future. Someone I really expect to be a very popular person to save. But is annoying me to the age where I think I'm willing to just let him go at the end of his contract when it comes up in like January. Say 59 second rating finale. So Tanigo's got really bad momentum right now, but that's a-okay. Because he puts on a 59 rating, gets a 50 himself, Terry for 55. But Terry Funk defeats Santanico with the pile driver. Santanico's not going to be done yet. But Terry Funk defeats him for now as we finish off the show. Yes, Terry Funk retains. I was going to have a promo kind of segment in here, but I probably may have forgotten it. That's fine. I'll run on the next show. I think this was a decent card. 54, one of our better cards, I think. Very much helped by being able to put on some a lot better main events recently, which is dragging our show rating up quite a bit right now. I address the locker room. Santanico and Bret Hart both definitely need it. Santanico was pleased with my speech. Bret Hart seemed pleased. He made 1,000 on ticket sales. Our worker costs were 3.9k. Oh, what's happened there? Bonuses and perks. Oh, we're paying for a backstage chiropractor now. Oh, I turned it on because of fixed morale. Oh, we're not doing. Oh no, we're back. We're back in the red. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, that's really bad. We have not long to get out of the red. I am going to very much turn it off. We didn't go up popularity, so we don't get to celebrate that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, we still pulled backstage morale, so it didn't do anything, and I lost 3k on it. I'm really good at this game. I know what I'm doing. I regret everything. It was actually an extremely positive show, though. So, yay. Now, where is that awful, awful feature? Nope, never turn that back on again. At least not for a while. Nope, nope, we're not having that. If we quickly just go over this, because I think this is helpful. Yeah, that's going to go away now as well. The backstage rules. We have a lot of mildly positive influences and positive influences backstage. The issue being is like Putski's a bad influence. Paul Orndorff, he's not even at the shows and he's a bad influence. Matt Bourne's a bad influence and Kevin Von Erich's a bad influence. I can deal with a couple. This many negative, 4 negative influences seems to be completely messing up the locker room. And it's, yeah, giving penalties to a lot of segments. You definitely have to find a way. Oh, catering's also provided for. Nope, I apologize, but yeah. Okay, so that causes us a lot of issues, I think. We're going to have to find a way to turn that around and turn it around fast. Get the titles quickly. Our world championship is still on 37 prestige, but it is a 155-day reign for Terry Funk, which is the second longest. Only one longer than him right now is Jake Roberts in his first run at 182. But also, Jake Roberts can't be the guy to beat Terry Funk because, as what happened, I think it was last episode, Jake Roberts can no longer challenge Terry Funk while he's the world champion on this run. Which is, I think, a lot of the reason why Terry Funk is going after Bret Hart. Give him something else to do and take out that next generation for his chance to do what he wanted to do to Terry Funk. I'm going to go try and work out how I fix the morale issues backstage, because there's a lot of them. Try to fix people's momentum. There's a lot of that issues right now. And then I'll be back for Road to Glory, where we will have the shootout qualifiers. Already qualified for the shootout is Santanico. And then the other 4 qualifying matches will go on next show, with the winners making it to the 5-man elimination match for a chance at the world title at Crowning Glory. Should be great. Will Terry Funk still be champion? Yes. But will the shootout winner be able to defeat Terry Funk at Crowning Glory? You'll have to wait till see. I will see you at Road for Glory in just one sec. The players are ready. The card is set. We have Road to Glory. We have 4 qualifying matches for the shootout. And then the Dark Watch taking on Jack Armstrong, Ivan Putski, and Terry Funk. They also do have an opening segment where they do make their arrival known, but I don't think it's going to be very hard to work out who the Dark Watch are. But I do have some interesting plans to solve that tag team chemistry problem, and I hope they're going to go really smoothly, and I'm confident they're going to go very poorly. But let's start off. We've got an opening pre-show match with Samu and Iceman King Parsons. But yeah, Samu wins. They've got pretty good chemistry, which is good. Giving Samu a bit of screen time, get him over a bit more. Hopefully, yeah, that will assist us going forward as a company. Yeah, because Samu's great. Samu is going to end up being an amazing wrestler for us. It's just, can he do it right now? Not really. So let's give him these wins, build him up so he can be that guy. I think only 18 still is just insane. Okay, next segment. Okay, this is bad. A lot of red. Okay, cool. It's all me. It's fine. It's only me who's got red. Firefly comes out and calls out Terry Funk, telling him, I won the shootout last year, and though Crowning Glory didn't go my way, I promise this year it will. Terry Funk then comes down to the ring. Listen, kid, you're good. You're very good. But last year you got lucky. And this just not going to happen. Santanico attacks Terry Funk. And the Watchmen come out and start attacking the Funker as well. The Dark Watch have arrived. Aeroflash, Santanico, and Scorpio, my 3 heel luchadors, have got their own little faction now and can start terrorizing the company. And as they're attacking Terry Funk, the Firefly just sits in the corner and watches for a little bit. And then he gets up to try and protect whatever's left of Terry Funk, shoving Santanico away. But as they leave, they grab the Firefly and whisper something in his ear and then walk away. Is the Firefly looking towards joining them potentially? Or is it just mind games by the Dark Watch? This is our first real faction and group in this in the save. I'm really excited for them. I think they should be a lot of fun. But we'll have to see how they go. In the next match, well rattled. The Barbarian defeats the Firefly. The Firefly, rattled by early attack, gives that win to the Barbarian, putting him in, and the Firefly will not be in the shootout after being the defending champion. Mike Sharp then takes on Tommy Rogers. That had decent reaction from the crowd, good wrestling. Mike Sharp wins with an Iron Bomber. Mike Sharp got a 38. This one is like, he's really consistent. I don't see him getting anything really above the 30s right now. But I've got guys who can do better than him, I think. But either way, he defeats Tommy Rogers. He's into the shootout. Is he the man who's going to get lucky this year and go on to face the champion? There we go. Next button. Bret Hart and Tully Blanchard have great chemistry. That's amazing. As Bret Hart wins with the sharpshooter after Jake Roberts tries to interfere but ends up hitting Tully Blanchard. Bret Hart, the Hitman, gets an in-ring performance of 49. Tully Blanchard with a 38. Ooh, let's go, Bret Hart. Still our top performer in the company, I think, right now. One of the top three. Him, Santanico, and Terry Funk are just so amazing. The second rating is great to see as well. And our final qualifier, who will join Santanico, Bret Hart, Mike Sharp, and the Barbarian. It is Matt Bourne. Damn, they put in a bad match. 26. Matt Bourne for 33. Kevin for 17. Again, these are two guys who you might have them tossing up, keeping or not. Matt Bourne put some great performances, but it's a bad backstage atmosphere. And did it again today. Same with Kevin Von Erich. I want to keep them. I think they're great, and they could be great. But I'm just not sure if if that backstage atmosphere is going to keep hurting us just a bit too much. Then in our main event, the Dark Watch defeat Terry Funk, Jack Armstrong, and Ivan Putski as Santanico submits Terry Funk. And we can say he hit him with the title belt beforehand. Santanico has submitted the champion and goes into the shootout, aiming to get that world title match at Crowning Glory. What is the plan for Santanico and his crew as do they win the tag team, or do they win the, not tag, I don't have a tag team division, do they win the world title gold? Do they win the shootout as well? Santanico goes 60, which is amazing. Scorpio is back to his best at a 32. Aero Flash at a 40. Even Putski at 23 isn't great, but Jack Armstrong's 42 is, and Terry Funk's 66 is as well. That is a 52 segment rating as well to end off the show. 49 overall rating as a show, not amazing. It was a super consistent show from start to finish. I love to see. No super standout matches, got better as the night progressed. What more could I ask for in such an amazing show? Hart is still annoyed at us, I think, so he can get some praise. Anyone else who really deserves praise? Bob Backlund hasn't been on the card for a while. It didn't show up and the wrestlers weren't even working today, so I don't know why that was. But yeah, we all have to go see what happened with Bob Backlund. He still lost money this show. It's giving you $650 is going to be the travel costs, and we're paying a lot in travel costs. Minus $255. Post show is in the green. We are basically earning per month minus the shows right now. As long as the post show is in the green, I think we're fine. After last month's minor, very major screw up Okay, popularity recap. Are we tiny size? Have we finally made it to tiny? We have. The newest tiny company in the block is Firefly Wrestling. Amazing to see. I actually can't remember what being tiny gives us. I think it just ups like our money and our costs. But it does also access to TV deals, which I'm not working on now. I think TV deals might be something to deal with next episode. That's the idea. That's where my head's at least. But we do have Road to Glory's report. Extremely positive, a great show. And for the next few months, we must walk the line between confidence over confidence as we capitalize on our current success without overreaching and damaging our long-term prospects. Basically, don't lose popularity. That would be bad. I'm not sure what tiny size really gets us. We do have regional battles. That's interesting, and we can sign exclusive version deals. The issue is kind of we don't have money to do that yet because we have the options and we can. And 16 in the bank. Sorry, I don't know if you guys heard that. I had a weird party truck drive past, blasting music. One, in the company wars, does this move us up? No, okay, we're still 11th. But in fairness, we're only just behind New Japan. And the next tiny significant company is one that just spawned in. Battles. We have no regional battles. So we've got no one in our region. Annoyingly, some of the challenges do result to winning regional battles. And we've got no one who's spawned into our region yet. That's going to be an issue for quite a while, I think, actually. Which is weird. I also expect we're probably going to need to have some commentators pretty soon. I hope we don't need any just yet. I think it's just when we get on TV. So we'll sort that out when we're there. We'll have to work that out. Bret Hart's got Morel, so does Toes, Tully Blanchard, so does Imputski. We need 16 active wrestlers on the roster. We've got 20. That is all fine. The last thing to check, we should check finances. We know last month was bad. It wasn't that bad. It could have been a lot worse, and purely self-inflicted worse. The other thing I wanted to look at, and I can't remember where it is now though. Absences. Wait, no, that's not it. It is availability. And I'm probably blind, and it's going to be really obvious where it is. I go into here, availability. There we go. Okay. It's only Paul Ondorf out, and then for Crown and Glory, only Paul Ondorf. He just works every show we work. So his contract's not being renewed. He's got bad atmosphere, and we can't use him. So, whatever. Either way, we have final stand in 34 days. I am going to get back to you very shortly with that final stand card. Does Santanico continue on this story and make it to face Terry Funk in the main event of Crowning Glory? Or will we get a little surprise from a Mike Sharp or a Bret Hart? Have to wait to find out. See you all in just one bit. Welcome to Final Stand. It's been a little while since I recorded the last couple of clips, so I think I know what's happening, where all the storylines are going. I hope I remembered everything. If not, there might be a weird disconnect between these two shows, which would be kind of funny. But I do think everything is nice and ready for the second big show of the episode. I think it's probably our second big show of the episode. Final stand right before Crowning Glory. We have 4 matches on the card, with our main event being Bret Hart, Santanico, Mike Sharp, The Barbarian, and Matt Bourne, with the winner going to main event Crowning Glory against likely Terry Funk or potentially Scorpio. It's not Scorpio. We also have Aero Flash versus the Firefly, which the stakes will be set up in their opening promo, and Tully Blanchard versus Tommy Rogers versus Samu, because I needed another match on the card and I wanted them to be good at storytelling. So it's those guys. Also, we've got a lot of issues with people being booked way too long. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, I mean, Firefly shouldn't be talking, that's fine. But Santanico calls out the Firefly, flanked by his Dark Watch members. He asks Firefly if he's been thinking about what he said and whispered into the Firefly's ear last week. The Firefly is not one of us, but he could be. Firefly, you could fulfill all your desires. Join us. The Firefly comes out and tells him, no, I'm not joining you. And tonight, me and Aerostar will go one-on-one. It's Aeroflash, not Aerostar. Me and Aeroflash will go one-on-one, and I will dismantle your pupil once and for all. So Santanico offers new stakes. If you lose, you have to join them in a match at Crowning Glory. And the Firefly agrees. This means that if the Aeroflash wins the match against the Firefly tonight, then the Firefly will have to join them in whatever match they're a part of at Crowning Glory. Add some fun little stakes to the match, and hopefully progressing this whole Firefly and the Dark Watch storyline. Segment 36 rating is not too bad. Semi with the best 35. Yeah, didn't have much here, but that's fine. Semi defeats Tully Blanchard and Tommy Rogers, where Semi pinned Tommy Rogers with a diving headbutt. Semi was a beast. Semi is getting very good, and he's still very young, so I'm just trying to move him up the card a little bit, and then until I can kind of work out what I want to do with him and Tommy and Tully. Tully has again got into a fight backstage and started trying to fight a fan. So it's again, Tully is just becoming a problem backstage somehow, and that's really annoying. So I'm going to have to see like what I want to do with Tully going forward. Do I renew his contract at the end of this episode? Obviously, I think all the contract stuff and the roster will all be gone through next episode, because it's something I can kind of do between episodes. Announce the get all the roster contract stuffs, and we can run through the roster once that's all done. 62! Holy! Terry Funk's gimmick's getting stale. That's annoying. But Terry Funk defeats Scorpio in 553 with a pile driver. 62 racing segment. This should be in the main event. This should have been the main event. Oops. Terry Funk got a 64. Scorpio got a 28. I thought 28 would bring it down too much. But that's amazing. Anything in here that's like a clear reason. Man, they were penalized like across the board. But very hot crowd probably helped as well. Yeah, that's amazing. As we go into our next match, Aeroflash defeats the Firefly by submission. Aeroflash got a 39. Firefly got a 27. Firefly seemed off his game, which is good, because I'm having that's not like the base performance. We are still in that 30s as our base. Now segment rating, and this means the Firefly will join Aeroflash and maybe Scorpio in a multi-man match at Crowning Glory. Will the Firefly turn heel? I am meant to be alluding to it, but it's not showing it. That's fine. That is fine. I'm inexperienced, which is really, I think, hitting most of my match penalties. Is that my experience is like 4. Okay, next segment. 54 main event. Could have been a lot better. But Santanico defeats Bret Hart, Mike Sharp, the Barbarian, and Matt Bourne in an elimination match. Matt Bourne was first eliminated. I can't remember who I had that by. Probably by the Barbarian, we'll say. Mike Sharp was eliminated by Bret Hart. The Barbarian eliminated by Santanico. And then Bret Hart is eliminated after a Jake Roberts run-in. Santanico wins the FFW shootout, meaning it's so far been won by the Firefly and Santanico. Potentially, it could be an only Dark Watch winners if the Firefly joins them full time. Bret Hart got 58, Santanico at 59, Mike Sharp 35, Barbarian 46, and Matt Bourne 41. That is amazing. Really happy with that. I think our show's probably going to be still in the low 40s, if not 39, just because we got so many penalties on Santanico being overused, the Barbarian being overused. 51, never mind. Santanico was used too much, and it did not matter. I mean, yeah, so 2 banger matches on the card. Just the locker room. Bret Hart is still annoyed at us at all times. And anyone else who had like a big loss that like should be congratulated, Tully Blanchard, because why not? Scene please, whatever. We made $59 on the show because our work cost is nearly $1,000. But I'd still say that's pretty solid. Post-show finances is $2,020. And we've got up to 18 in the Southwest. That is wonderful to see. I'm pretty happy with how that show's turned out, all things considered. I'd say very successful opening, like mid of the show, and the ending is great. This does set up a couple of matches that will be on the card at Crowning Glory. Namely, the main event will be Terry Funk taking on Santanico, who will walk out being the world champion. If I can find where our show is on here. Nope, I'm blind. There it is. Feedback has been awesome and has outshone some of the bigger companies in recent efforts. Oh, that is great to see. That is always what you want to see. We are outdoing big companies around us. So we've got Ivan Putski's contract ending in 30 days. So I have to go through and see if I want to renew that. I'll probably just do it for a month, get to the end of Crowning Glory, and that's when I can kind of work out which contracts I'm keeping, which contracts I'm not. Mark Curtis. Oh, he's one of the road agent guys. Was he our road agent guy? No, he's not. He's okay. He's mainly a referee, actually, was the main thing we were going to bring him in for. He's got a contract offer, and this is a big thing that came in a little while ago. We've got new goals. And our new goal is we cannot hire or extend the contract of anybody who's got a reputation of less than 45. You can't do that for another 3 years, effectively, 943 days. Also, this one, I think we are comfortably going to not be in debt in 43 days. Wonderful to see. We won't get fired. And yeah, we can't hire anyone for reputation. I think I did put that into the search to check, like, anyone. Yeah, these are the guys we can't sign. The only guy who was ever on my shortlist is him, and I don't care. He's not good. He would be a problem backstage. Yeah, whatever. You got a company wars. Have we made it to the top 10 yet? We are in 10th. We are above New Japan. Oh, wonderful to see. Always love to see that. Our stars are Terry Funk, Jake Roberts, and Matt Bourne, who has become a star now. I don't know how to feel about that. He's fine. He's got pretty good personality, but he's fine. He's putting on decent matches. I think I will definitely move him back to the main event scene in a little bit, but for now, he's out of the way as we tell our big two stories with Bret Hart, Jake Roberts, Terry Funk, and Santanico. Okay. I'm going to go book Crowning Glory and come back with our final show of the year in just one bit. I'll see you in December. Okay, it is the 1st of December, and I've come back a little bit early because we have won the regional battle. We have finished first out of 3 companies in the Southwest. I can't remember what those companies are, but I think one of them's family friendly, one of them's something else. But we've won. One, we get the 5% attendance boost, which is amazing, especially going into that season finale. The other thing is, this is one of our challenges in the Grind for Greatness. By winning regional battles, we get to unlock achievements. We get to unlock off the achievements, unlock bonuses. I also realized we also have the work for a company one. So we do have the benefit of getting to tick off 2 achievements as we go in to our biggest show of the year. Firstly, we have the regional battle we can put a tick next to, and the work for a company size we get to put a tick to. And as this loads, that is the wrong button. Yeah, there we go. So if I zoom in a little bit here, we have unlocked the prize 292. Cool. Delete that. Go back here. So for the regional battle, we get 10% worldwide company popularity boost. As we worked at last episode, when we get these, they don't do a great deal. Just because, yeah, they don't. They're not super important, annoyingly, because we're still very small. 10% should be enough to bump us up quite a bit. The rule I'm going with is rounding up. Well, it's like you round up, you don't just, like, we're at 19, so we're going to get +2, not +1, because we're getting effectively +1.9. So I'm going to have to go through quickly and do all of that very fast to check where we're up to company popularity. Before we go into our bigger show of the year. Pretty fun. And our other one, for working for a tiny size, we get 38. Okay, that's the lowest number we've had by a fair margin. What will that net us? Dojo training plus 15 mental skills. I assume that's split how I want, and that'll be on my play character, the Firefly. That's really good, actually. I think that's one of the ones I really want, the more dojo training ones, to just get my level up as fast as possible. Okay, that's really good. I'm really happy with those two. Definitely better than the ones we got last time. We didn't get negative ones this time. So I think I'm going to quickly go through and add our 10% popularity boost and get the mental skills on my character. And I will see you at Crowning Glory. Crowning Glory is ready to go. The final show of the episode to cap off what should be a very big year for the company. Hopefully winning Company of the Year again. Oh, Most Improved Company of the Year again. I think we really should. The popularity gains have put us at 20 in the region, so we are doing amazing work right now. I'm really loving where we're going. Let's get straight into it. In our pre-show match, the random heels defeat the random faces. Matt Bourne not being on the card is like my one regret of a match I didn't build. But 27, 27, 23, 37, 37, 37. Consistency within the heels. They're all like must-be heels, so it's really hard for me to turn in them face, which is annoying because one of these guys being a face would make booking way easier. Because I've got a bunch of really good heels and not many great baby faces right now. But that's fine. Good way to start the show off. 34. Not really all too important. But then we go to our first segment rating of a 41. The Firefly still cannot get their first ever like 50 rated match, but that is fine. Oh yeah, I put my mental points. I think it was like 10 into experience because my experience was still 3, and that is like a penalty I'm getting on every match. And then the other 5, I can't remember what it went into. It went into something just psychology, just because that's also an important trait, especially in this company. So that's good. Firefly pins Bob Backlund with a lights out kick. The kind of idea of the finish of this match, I couldn't really make it work in the booking screen, but Aeroflash cheats, like low blows Bob Backlund, but my character doesn't see it, or maybe he does. Maybe he cares, maybe he doesn't. But the Firefly scores the win for 35, Scorpio a 30, Aeroflash a 44 is amazing, Kevin a 35, Tommy a 35, and Bob Backlund a 40. I think that is a great show. Bob Backlund showing off that he's actually quite good. It's something we should be using a lot more than we currently are. But a 41 is not a bad way to start the show off. 54 between Bret Hart and Jake Roberts as Bret Hart defeats the Snake to end off the story. Bret Hart got 55, Jake got a 43. I feel this match should have been slightly better. I'm trying to think anything interesting. Oh, yeah, Bob Backlund got a bonus because he was the agent for the match. Great work by Bob Backlund. Bret Hart was holding back. So was Jake Roberts. That's just because of the storytelling match, which is a bit annoying, but that is fine. And Locker Room Morale messing with us a bit. Either way, great segment. Now go to the second last match in the card, I think. 43 as the Barbarian. Oh, Jake Armstrong defeated the Barbarian. I thought I said the other way around. Oops. The Barbarian boy got a 50. Jack Armstrong a 26. Also just amazing. 43 as we go into our main event between Santanico and Terry Funk. I think is the most amount of road agent notes I've ever put on a match. 70! We got a 70 rated main event! Oh my! Superb wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Santanico defeats Terry Funk in 5 minutes 41 by submission. After the Firefly attacks Terry Funk and costs him the world title. The Firefly has joined the Dark Watch. Santanico is the world champion in Firefly Wrestling. Creative finish with success. Santanico got a 61. Terry Funk a 67. And the Firefly, with a complete success, is now a heel. I love that. I love that. I'm really happy to be able to put this character into being a heel. This was not planned until I think the first show of this episode, the bad chemistry of Scorpio and Aeroflash, and I went, oh, cool, how can I add a tag team in here? I love the idea of this now being the Firefly becoming a luchador. I think this is his path to become a luchador, and that's why he wears the mask. I'm so proud of how this match has turned out. I assume we got some penalties, but oh my. Yeah. Physical condition, whatever. This is amazing. Segment rating was capped because of the time, and we still got a 70. And as we close out the show, yeah, there we go. Oh, damn, that's a really bad way. Whatever, they all stand in the ring. Aeroflash, yeah. There wasn't even any talking. I still got penalized for talking. I thought it was absolutely awful. I need performance skills. I desperately need to roll performance skills. Terrible. A 61. No popularity changes. Because I think the way that's what's worked is because we got the 10%, it has capped our yearly popularity change, our monthly popularity change. So we actually couldn't improve any more than we did. Either way, it does not matter. A 61 show rating also is going to net us a improvement. That is really good to see. So that's just another achievement because we got a 60 rated show for the first time. Terry Funk just has been an amazing worker for this company. You are going to be told that you are awesome, Terry Funk. The Barbarian gives him encouragement too because he's amazing. The Barbarian is going to be told gives him encouragement because he's been amazing. Financial report, $530. We didn't make that much. But we are 4K in the green, which does mean we are not going to be being fired this month. We're going to survive the next wave of owner goals, and the save can continue at Firefly Wrestling. I am so proud of how this entire year has gone, how the series is turning out. Thank you guys all so much for anyone who's made it through this far in the series. I think it's episode 7. So yeah, very happy it's got this far. Very happy anyone is still watching and paying attention to it. Anything, where was our show? Expecting awesome and welcoming his outshines on the big companies and recent efforts. 378 fans. Okay, we've got a lot of contracts ending. That is fine. If we go 4.1k in the bank. Some minor morale issues, but we will sort all of that out. Creative, we've got no franchise players. Our next big thing is Bret Hart, Hot Prospects, Samu, I'm on here, Tully Blanchard, Tommy Rogers, Best Talkers, yup. Who's hot? Santanico's even on the Who's Hot list. That's a shame. And our hidden gems list includes Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair, the most hidden gems in the world. Also Mike Shaw, who I know nothing about. So let's take a quick look at him as we slow down. He's got 1 year of experience. Is he new to the game? That's probably why. Yeah, he's entered wrestling. And he looks okay. All things considered, he looks pretty okay. Maybe he's someone we're going to bring in before our next episode. Owner goals, we've got 15 days, as long as we don't somehow manage to burn through that much in 16 days. The company wars. We are in 7th in the world. We have overtaken Big Apple Wrestling, who are, they're going to go out of business soon, right? Like, that's terrible. They're losing so much money. I think a lot of companies are very close to going completely bankrupt soon. I think a lot of people are going to get fired for like the owner goals, same owner goals I got set, and a lot of companies are going to get fired very soon. Bookers get fired very, very soon, which is going to be interesting. Anyway, let's quickly end off this episode on one final high note. There we go, as we have gotten, where is it? We have gotten a show rated 60 or more, a 61. We can tick that off. 353. 353. Great teaming with chemistry of one random worker on our roster. Okay. I will go do that in just a sec. We'll have to see who that lands on. I think we've got 19 possible options for who we're going to get. I'm hoping it's Aeroflash, sorry. But you will have to wait to find out who I've got great chemistry with when I get back and when we get to that next episode where we will be doing a roster refresh, announce some of the plans I have for the future of the save and where we are going. Until then, thank you all for watching. Firefly out.